welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making a 25 before 25. 25 before 25 is like a list of 25 things I want to do or see or experience before I turn 25. So I have this big piece of poster paper, and what I think I'm going to do is I also have a bunch of construction paper, and I think I'm going to cut the construction paper and like put it on the poster paper just in case I mess up writing something. I would mess it up on the construction paper and I could just rewrite it instead of it being on the poster forever. I think that's a smart thing. Unfortunately, the construction paper colors that I have, in fact, are not my favorite. I have blue, orange, and yellow. Orange and yellow are my absolute least favorite color. I don't know. They're just ugly. I just don't like them. But it's going on my poster, and I'm going to have it for the next 5 years of my life. It is going to be hung up on my wall. Okay, so full transparency, I started working on it after filming that intro. And then I smoked a little bit too much and forgot that I was making a YouTube video. I'll show you guys. It's the next day, by the way. I filmed that intro and started it yesterday. So I wrote, obviously the 5 things I want to do before I'm 25. And then I wrote all of the things, and then I made little doodles with them. Being a young adult is kind of like hell. We all feel like we need to do something more. We all know that there's more to come, but it's hard to know where to go so you don't end up like miserable. These are the most realistic, things. And I feel like that's what makes this more fun, is that I know that I can actually do these. Like, these are things that I can actually go do. And I feel like that's why this is so exciting, because I feel like a bucket list, oh, I'll get around to it eventually, or I'll do this one or this one, but then you miss all these because you don't realize how little time you actually have. I took my cat to the vet today, and she doesn't scratch me. She fucked me up, dude. She doesn't, this is the first time I've ever been scratched by my cat. And it was obviously because she was scared at the vet. But I didn't have a carrier, and I didn't think to buy a carrier until, the morning of, and I had to go to work. So I didn't have time to buy a carrier. So I put her on a leash. In theory, the leash would have worked, but nobody told me that cat collars are not durable at all. It took 5 people to catch her at the vet, because she was just running. She just booked it. She was scared. But I'm going to invest in a carrier this weekend, because she has to go back in 4 weeks, because I'm getting her spayed. Because I don't know if I just have a weird cat. I never, ever heard of cats doing this. But I guess when cats are in heat, they meow. My cat meows actually 24/7. She does not stop meowing. I'm not even joking. I'll wake up to her meowing just so loudly. And when I go and walk my dogs, I hear her outside. I hear her meowing when I'm 50 feet away from my door, and she's inside my house. She wakes me up at 5 in the morning, because I have 2 alarms that go off, and my first one's at 5, because I wake up at 6. You heard that shit? She does that 10 times louder at 3 in the morning. Man, I be getting mad as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It be making me so angry. And also, when she's in heat, she's not scared of my dog. I don't know if she's actually scared of my dogs. My dog, Simba's never been around a small animal or a cat or a different animal that's not a dog in his whole almost 5 years of living until now. He has a really high prey drive, and I think he's trying to eat her, because every time she comes up to him, she lays down and does her little, sex dance or what. I don't know what she does to my dogs. To be completely honest, when she's in heat, she goes crazy. When she comes up to him, he will just start nipping at her and crying and pushing her around. And at one point, he picked her up. And it's not, you like, I don't know how to explain it, dude, but it was so scary. Like, 'cause I was scared to freak him out, and then he just fucking, you know what I mean? Hennessy, she does pretty good. She chases the cat more so than anything. Or like when Mello, my cat, lays down like she, would with Simba, she does it with Hennessy. And Hennessy will just lick her. Like, she doesn't nibble her. And she doesn't even lick her that much. Like, she just like, it's more of like a cleaning, like what they do with their buddies. The issue with Mello, though, my cat, she has no, like, survival skills. Like, when my dogs will chase her, because both of my dogs chase her. Like, Hennessy, I think, does it to play. I think Simba does it out of curiosity, and I think I don't know, I think he wants to eat her. He hasn't yet. Hopefully never. I think he, like, dreams about it, though. Like, also, my first video, got the comments turned off, and I don't know how to turn them on. So I'm hoping this video, I could have that figured out by now, and then you guys can comment shit. I feel like I should talk about my list of 25 things to do before I'm 25. I feel like I haven't talked about it, and that I'm like halfway through this video. A lot of my 25 before 25 things are gonna tie into each other, which will actually work great. Like, I have go to San Francisco and I have go to Disney World, and they're both in California, so boom, bada bing, done. I really only want to go to Disney World because I want to experience it. I feel like there's so much hype around it. Like, as most kids make a wish. Like, I really want to learn a new language too. I feel like, honestly, I feel like I kind of want to learn Spanish first because I feel like that can lead to making it easier for other languages. And my dogs don't get along. My dogs can't be out at the same time. I have to, like, swap them in the kennels because they hate each other. All of my animals hate each other. Honestly, Hennessy and my cat might be the best animal relationship I have going on in this house. I know what I'm going to do about it. It just takes so much fucking time to train dogs. And Simba and the cat has been a new thing that I have. Where did my pen go? My cat would know if he's trying to eat her, though, right? Like, she has to have some sort of, like, will to live, right? There's no way that she's just gonna let him fucking eat her. Like, she has claws. She's not declawed. Like, she has every weapon she needs. Another thing that's on my 25 before 25 is I really want to take a train to New York. My friend, she's done it before. I was gonna put solo travel, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost solo traveled at the beginning of last year in May. I guess that's the middle, huh? I almost made a solo trip down to Alabama last year to see my sister and her family. And, I ended up taking my ex with me. But I debated on going alone. It's just really scary. Like, even with my ex, when I was driving and he was, like, sleeping, and it was, like, 2 in the fucking morning, and I had to stop to pee, like, I felt safer peeing on the side of the road than I did going into a gas station. And I can only imagine what that would feel like if I was traveling alone. I hope that I can one day, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not confident in myself to travel alone. So I didn't put it on my list, but I thought about putting it on my list. Maybe I'll just do one of these alone. I'm bound to have to travel alone. Be real. Driving down to Alabama was so fun, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the whole trip, everything was just so fun. When we were going, though, we actually got to stop at a few places. Okay, so the thing about me is I feel safer being in control. So, like, planning things out, making sure things go like this at this time, like this at this time, But on that trip, I felt safe with my ex being there. And so, I felt more comfortable to go off route. We got to drive. Obviously, we got to fucking drive. Too much, to be honest. Actually, no. I like driving long distances. Like, I I don't mind like a 5-minute drive. I don't like a 20-minute drive. But if it was like a 3-hour, 5, 6, 10-hour drive, I'm thriving. I love long drives. Fuck. I didn't think about this. Since this whole thing got fucked up, I don't remember what things are, so now I'm just fucking freehanding it, hoping that it's gonna look nice. What do I do? She's not running away. She has a whole room. She has a whole closet that like the dogs can't get to, that has like a scratching post and a little bed for her. And she has the whole laundry room that she can go into that has the doggy gate up. And she's just choosing to hang out here while he's grabbing her, biting her, and she don't want my cat to get fucking eaten by my dog. Like, that's horrible. Another thing that's on my 25 before I'm 25 is I want to I want to go on a cruise. Growing up, I thought cruises were like the cream of the creme vacation. Like, I thought that was the most bougie, the most expensive. That shit is like not that expensive. And you get, like, it's damn near all inclusive. Like, if you can get fed, you stop at, like, different fucking countries. Like, I don't know. I actually don't know too much about cruises. I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I want to go to Alaska real bad, to be honest. But I know the flights there and back are, like, absurdly expensive. Recently, I keep on hearing from other people, I guess TikTok and Facebook, so who knows, but that it's raining in Alaska. That they're not really getting snow, which is terrifying because the Florida panhandle, got like 6 inches of snow, and it's raining in Alaska. I haven't used a glue stick in years. Like, I'm telling you, like, I would use like this, you know, obviously, I would use this, but a glue stick, I haven't used in years, and I'm so happy I get to use it now. Another thing that's on my list is I want to go to the Museum of Art. Or is it Museum of Modern Art? In New York. You know, taking the train to New York, and then I can go to the museum. See, it all does kind of tie in. Like, I can knock these out. These are all realistic to me. I love museums. Like, they could be about anything, too. Like, I've been to a few, like, war museums. Like, oh, that was a close cut. Oh. I like museums. Like, I just love the idea of a place, you know, where you can just have everything of something. I also have going to the catacombs. I have wanted to do since I've seen my favorite movie, which is As Above, So Below. It has been my favorite movie since probably like 2018. I fucking love it. If you haven't seen As Above, So Below, you definitely should. It is the best movie you'll ever watch. The Grim Reaper scene actually scares me still. I can't look at its face. Like, I remember seeing it for the first time and, like, shitting bricks. Same with the blood scene, I'm not gonna lie, when, like, the hands are coming out and shit, that shit freaks me the fuck out. If you haven't seen it, it's basically where, like, you go through, is it the 7 deadly sins? Or is that the anime? Hold up, I am gonna Google it. Okay, I don't know what it is. I looked it up. I didn't look too much, to be honest, but it's not the 7 deadly sins or whatever. It starts off with 7 people. Pretty sure it's like 7 people. And oh my god, it's just so crazy, dude. It's such a good movie. It takes place in Paris, and it's basically about a girl who is trying to, you know, finish her dad's, like, he died trying to find the treasure. I sound stupid. This isn't Outer Banks. I don't know how. Then the friend that they find that got lost in the catacombs, like, she has to go through the catacombs basically, and then at the end of the 7 trials, like, they enter they go through the entrance of hell. Like, oh my god, I have to watch the movie again. It's such a good fucking movie. I'm just really bad at explaining things. I want to go to the catacombs because of that movie. I don't necessarily want to do what they did. They found locals, and they found who they can go to enter the catacombs illegally, to go to, like, not just the parts that you get, you know, tours on and stuff, because they wanted to, like, and they did, go, like, deep in that bitch. But I would just go on a tour. You know, I just want to see them. I also want to see the Eiffel Tower, obviously. Who the fuck doesn't? I want to see that bitch glow up at like, I think it happens at like 8 p.m. in France and it blows up. I also really want to go bungee jumping. I think that's going to be something soon. I think that's going to be like within the next 18 months thing to happen, because I have skydiving on here, but I already skydived, actually. Just putting it on here because it was on my original list. You know, like I said, I don't know if I said this, but I started this list when I was 18. And this was on my original list, was skydiving. And I've actually went skydiving September of last year. Great, 10 out of 10. I think I actually might do it again. Not might. I'm definitely going to do it again. I don't know if it's going to be the same place that I did it the first time, but it might be. It's a different day. And no, it's not the day after whatever the last day I was filming. It's actually Sunday. I started this video like 5 days ago, and just for the life of me, I could not finish it. And I went a little crazy with the glitter and kind of just got upset and stopped. And so this is the finished product. In the camera, this doesn't actually look as bad as it does in real life. So I decided to hang it up in my room, right above my bed. And I think it actually kind of looks good up there. Maybe it's just because my walls are empty, so having anything on my wall looks good. Thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube video. I hope this inspired you guys to make your own 25 before 25. It's actually really fun. I'm not the most artistic person, if you couldn't tell, but it was fun to do. I got to play with some glitter and construction paper, and I got to make little doodles, and it was just really fun. It did take me 5 days, but I think that if I just sat down and like actually did it, that it wouldn't have taken me that long. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. I hope by the time this video comes out, I will figure out how to turn my comments back on. Make sure you subscribe and give it a big thumbs up, and check out all my socials in the description below, and I hope to see you guys next time.